I'm gonna be Wilson again. It's like, Heidi ho, neighborino. Make this one with a pair of underwear I have. And then there's a Hello Kitty poking her head out of one of them. It's super silly and super adorable at the same time. Oh, the cat has taken over my spot. Oh, hey, Gabby. Yeah. Hi, honey. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We're getting right into things. I'm a little behind. Lay down kind of went a little late for the kiddo, so I'm gonna turn that down just a little. One of these days I'm gonna have the volume just perfect and then I won't have to fuss with anything. Happy hump day. It has been an absolute crazy day for me for the middle of the week. I mean, I think a lot of us who are in the US kind of had a bit of a crazy day yesterday just because it was 4th of July and it was a day off in the middle of the week kind of thing. So, you know, kind of like feels like a second Monday, right? And who doesn't love a second Monday? Oh boy, howdy. But I tell you what, I've got some things cooking. I can't tell you yet, and I've got a meeting next week, and if everything goes well with that meeting, then I can share with you guys, and then it'll be, like, full steam ahead, right? But the nice thing is that I have a lot of energy right now, and I feel really perky and happy. Which, you know, I mean, I'm a perky person. But other than that, I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're coming in, you have your coffee, your adult beverage, and you just kind of want to hang out. Because that's kind of what we're doing tonight. We're going to be working on Tipsy Tea, just chilling, doing some applique. There's a thing with the Tipsy Tea applique, and we'll talk about it when we get over to the table. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going right now. And it's kind of like, it's a hot mess. Hot mess express right here. But yeah, so there's that. And then if you guys are on Instagram, I'm sure you guys by now have seen the invitation to Threads, right? It's Meta's answer for Twitter. And I think they kind of picked the perfect time to pull that out of their sleeve. Like, Twitter is so broken right now. Like, I'm done using it for the most part, guys. I can't even, like, get accurate news, and, oh, it's just a freaking hot mess. So, I'm over on Threads, so if you go over to Threads, look me up, Sandrasa Sows, same as my Insta, same as my Twitter, too, I think, and TikTok. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and check me out. It's the perfect, it's perfect app for quilters right now. Like, anyone in the fiber arts, we're kind of, like, in our element right now, because it's, like, it's called Threads. It's all based around that threads weaving and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I'm into it. I can get into it. And, you know, I don't want it to become the new Insta, but I did see that Threads is going to be having, I think it's called a Fediverse or Freddyverse or something like that. But it's supposed to be able to interact with, like, Mastodon and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work and why they would do that. Whether it's, like, they're hoping to buy Mastodon in or something. I don't know. Not too worried about it. But something's got to have a solution. So. Man, the coffee is so good. It is good and it is hot. So, what I figured we'd do today, we're going to be working on Tipsy Tea. Yeah, of course. On Monday, we did the fat little teapot, which I absolutely love. Man, this music. I think I finally found a list that is, like, popping and kind of gives me good high energy. We're going to be working on that, but I wanted to... So the trick is that we're making Tipsy Tea as a bed-ish quilt, like it's 55 by 65, and so it's going to be washed. And I didn't even think about it when I was tracing the heat and bond on Monday, because unless I satin stitch or zigzag stitch, I could do a blanket stitch too, but that's not the right look. Around all the lines, everything is gonna just unravel and kind of just get frayed and not be the right look. So, I think I need to do turn under applique, which is more tedious, and, like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because, like, I'm hand sewing everything anyway, right? So why not? It's just some of these elements on the teacups and on the pots and everything aren't gonna be very turn under friendly, if that makes any sense. Because turn under, you can't really have, like, super squiggly lines. I mean, you could, but it's not quite the right thing. We'll go ahead and we'll move over. I'm gonna have to readjust. Yeah, man, I hate that table. It's a really nice camera, but the fact that I have to reconfigure it every time is a little exasperating. Okay, let's see. Let's fix you. Okay, go ahead and tilt that way. I think that looks pretty good. Also bothers me that the angle is slightly weird, but as long as I don't close OBS, it's not usually that big of a deal. But I had to actually close OBS, so, because we had a big update. Hopefully nothing's borked, but we'll have to see. All right, let me switch mics. No. Testing. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. I'm gonna bring my coffee. I got my whatchamacallit? I got my iron already going. We've got cupcake, because so I figured we'd work on the Yazzie bag, because I have a tester that really is kind of biting at the bits, to test the Yazzie bag or the tote bag pattern. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into that. Yeah. So I figure we can use Fat Teapot, and then we can also use Cupcake, because I want to do dual sides, because usually when you see patterns for Yazzie bags, they're only like one side typically. And I kind of want to be able to use both, because it's fun. It means I'm going to have to print more paper pieces off and do more panels like this, right? But it's going to be killer. And I was thinking, because we're going to be affiliate with it, I figure we could do a giveaway. We're not probably going to be looking at that. Helps if I don't, like, rub my butt against the silicone. These are really nice bags, right? These Yazzie bags. And I haven't put anything in it. I'm really trepidatious, like, because it's, like, so pretty. And what do I put in it? I don't feel like I have enough to put in these. And I'm sure as I go along, I will. Especially, like, some of these pockets would be really good to hold pieces and stuff. But I figured we could do a giveaway when the pattern finally comes out, to do a giveaway for the Yazzie bag and for the pattern. Not the whole pattern. I know, I'm rambling. My brain is, like, all over the place. So, I'm going to pull this down so we can kind of have the colors off of this to go through. Because if we're going to use these colors, then I'm going to want to probably do its own. I'm going to have to, like, make separate hexes and all that just for this. That's alright. It'll be pretty. We won't be making many. I didn't think about that, did I? That's okay. Try not to get coffee on the white material. That would be bad. Alright, let's see. So, did that, and I have a whole tote of colors to use. So we could do that for the wrapper, or we could do that for the frosting if we wanted. That would be pretty cute. Because it's like sprinkles. I like that, frosting with sprinkles. And then we could put the bats as a tier, and then do another tier of sprinkles. I think that's what we're going to do. And then the wrapper, we're going to want to go with something a little more solidified, because we are going to be doing that. So I might go with a solid? Maybe. I know, everybody's favorite part is the fabric pool. And boy, do I got fabric to pull. Let's see. What are we going to do for the polka dots? Do we want to do a white for the polka dots? The white's not really going to show up if we do... Turn that down a little bit in my ear. Man, like, I have so much fabric, it's not even funny. We could always do... Could do that for the wrapper. I think that would be cute. And then we'd just skip the dots, I guess. Don't have to do the dots, because it's going to be pretty busy. I mean, it'd be pretty cute to do the dots as the hearts, right? I think I have... We could use this as the wrapper if we wanted. And then these as the dots. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of this as the wrapper, though. And just do white dots. And then we have blueberries, which I think we're going to make super purple. Super purple. Or we could do this icing, because we want to do a blueberry, right? So we've got some really bright blue, some really dark blue, I think I've got like a super dark purple we could use. Not enough there. We could use this purple for like the inside to go with the blueberries. And then if we do that and take this out, this is why we do fabric pools, because we never know. Could do that. I don't want to do this against the white, I guess is just kind of my long and short of it, right? I want to make sure I have that for that. Or we could go with this super dark blue. But I think I like the purple against it. But then what do we do for the frosting is the key. I know, my bag's kind of off to the side, guys. I apologize. We could go with a pink. We could go with a pink. But we are doing a pink here. So if we do this pink, we could do the fun teal cups. Because this will be the middle. Okay, and then we have these guys. And then I have butterflies. We have 3 butterflies. So we're going to do yellow butterfly for sure. Do I have another yellow here? Because I think we do have some yellow. What do we do? Because this is a really pretty orange. I think we've got, yeah. We could do this orange. Really bright and bold. We could do a lime green butterfly. And then let's do... we could do a purple butterfly. I like that, the purple blue. I don't know about the lime green. Let's wait on the lime green. And let's see... do we have a pretty pink? I have polka dot pink. We could do that pink. Pink and purple. I feel like the orange really fights, but the orange pulls in nicely here. And then we got the blues and the pinks. So I think that works. And then I'm going to need a black. We could use this one for the body of the guys. And then we need to be able to have a plate. So what do we do for the plate? Could do this purple along the plate. Could do this purple on the bottom. What do we do? I don't like the idea of doing the darkest purple for the line on top. Kind of like what we did with the teapot, right? Because we had this like really dark, rich purple. Oh, that's too busy. We could do... maybe we do the blue instead of the purple. Kind of like the purple, though. But the blue works if we wanted to do that. But then what do we do for the top of the... I don't really want to do that. We could do this moth. I don't really think that works either. Sometimes the fabric pool is the hardest part. I'm not sold on that blue. Well, that's way too busy. I wonder, do we do this green? We do pink and green butterflies. Kind of like that. That over there. And then if we do this for the underside of the plate and this for the ring of the plate, the top side, I think that'll work. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. It's gonna be so fun and poppy. Alright, let's move these over. Because we need to start cutting out and then we'll start ironing. I gotta make sure my iron doesn't turn off. Like it did. Move white material out of the way. White material out of the way. You have done your job, my dear teapot. Yeah, because I figured this teapot would be easy for me to come in with a blanket stitch. And, like, I could thread sketch this real easy. And not have to worry about it needing too much wear and tear. Because it's a Yazzie bag. The problem is with it being a bag, I worry about it... worry about it getting wear and tear because it's going to be going everywhere with me. And, like, white material is going to get dirty. And the thread art is going to get wrecked unless... helps if I, like, actually stick it in, Sandra. That's what she said. Alright. Yeah. And then we'll do that. Right about there. Should be good. My whole wall, guys, is just, like, nothing but, like, sticked with, like, holes from pins and everything. I'm not too worried about it, because eventually the whole wall needs to get repainted anyway, so... But yeah, so this is what I'm talking about, because, like, this is raw edge, and then this is, like, a zigzag. And it's not even a very good. This one's more of a satin stitch. But, like, I don't want to be sloppy like this on these pieces. It'd be pretty. It would be pretty. And if I did a really small zigzag, I'll have to think about it. I do a lot of thinking. Not a lot of doing, I guess. I mean, that's not true. I have so many things going on right now, it's not even funny. And it actually feels really good, to be honest with you. Feels really good to kind of have my hands full and have something I'm working on, you know what I mean, and working towards. Okay. Again, I didn't give myself enough space here. And I actually have to get all of these pattern pieces into the book, because I've been bad about getting this to my testers. Not that they're necessarily worried about it. I want to keep the butterflies together, because I don't want to mix up the whatchamacallit, the wings. Which I might have to... Well, I can bring in colored pencil. Colored pencil is your friend when you're doing art quilt. Because if you just need a little bit of that line, that art line, before you start thread sketching, works out great. Butterfly, butterfly. Butterfly. Okay. Butterfly, butterfly, and then what were you? You were to another piece? No. Yeah, you were to something else. Yeah. But I hope everyone's having a good hump day. I'm actually having a pretty good day. I'm actually in, like, my warm jammies tonight, guys. It's summertime. It is July, and I'm in my cool, warm winter jammies. Like, how fucked up is that? But it was cold today. It's been raining nonstop since, like, last night. But, you know, that doesn't stop the diehards from shooting off the fireworks, right? And, like, we're in Colorado, and it's a fire hazard. And it's illegal to shoot off the ones into the air. But do you think that stops them? No. Of course not. Why would it? That would be too much logical sense. Okay, and there we go. Alright. Frosting. Those two frostings are the same. These two frostings are different. Okay, and then we got our blueberry buddies. Make sure we get those off. I'll vacuum later. And some of these solids that I have here are going to work just fine for the Yazzie bag. But there are plenty... The problem is I can't use my printer right now. So I really can't print off any more pieces. So that becomes a thing. Not a good thing, mind you. But it's a thing nonetheless. Now that I'm like under studio lights, like now I'm feeling hot. It's like, holy crap, on a cracker. Alright, we got that. Put that over there. Alright, let's see. Let's start with the frosting because that's easy enough. Let me iron this out. Hey, sweetheart. And I think we're going to try and stay along the straight line. Yeah. Okay. And remember, when you're using material, iron on the wrong side. Okay? You don't want to iron on the right side of the fabric. And you guys know what I mean by now, what wrong and right is. Right is the side with the bright colors and the print and everything, where it feels really bold. The wrong side is the side where it seems faded. Unless it's a solid or a batik, then those rules don't necessarily apply. But that's neither here nor there. Alright, let's go there. And then I think we're going to go here, here. I don't want to have all of that color. And teals into the purples. Okay. 1, 2. I meant to bring down my fabric scissors. Would have been better for me to do it there, but I wanted this specific color down here. I've gotten used to the fact that, like, not all my fabric is meant to be saved. You know, that's one of the things you kind of have to get over. It's like, use what you have. My mom, she's a quilter, has been for a long time, and she loves to tell me how much stuff she has for me when she passes away. Like, seriously? Like, use it. Stop buying the other stuff. And she knows that, like, my tastes are much different than her tastes. And I don't know. I think she wants to know that what she has isn't going to get wasted or thrown away, right? But, like, I can't guarantee that I'll be the one to make it, right? It's just kind of one of those things, you know? Like, if I pass away and I have stuff, then I don't mind if Oshemi or my kids, you know, give it to Project Linus or something like that. Or give it away to a quilt guild or something like that. Someone who's gonna know, appreciate, and use it. Okay, there's that one. Okay. That. Okay, and then we decided on the teacups. Or here. Yeah. And the stands up. Right? Where's my illustration? That's what I'm looking for. My brain, like, stopped. Where did I put the papers that had the illustrations? These parts are illustrations. There's fat teapot. There's the teacup. And the parts for teacup. You know, I just had all of this out on Monday. You would think I wouldn't misplace it that easily. Here we go. It's on the floor. Opposite teacup. There we go. Cupcake. I just want to make sure that I'm, like, putting the cupcake wrapper on the right way. You know what I mean? Alright, put those there. Yeah, everything looks right. Except for I want to center it around... Which teacup am I centering it around? I'm centering around this one. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Hot, hot, hot. The other thing I have to think about is how I'm going to have this work as a PDF, because these are just the small applique units, right? There is a big monster applique unit. See, it's so cute. And you can always tell where it is. We can use it, hold it up to the light, and it'll kind of show you. Okay, and then we decided this one for the plate rim. Line that up right there. 1, 2. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's another one I want to make. Maybe that's what we'll do for Streamiversary, is make an easy peasy lemon squeezy quilt. I think that would be fun. Okay. And this is going to be the lower plate. I love, look at these kitty cats. The Cheshire cat. So pretty. I love the moon and stars. I'm such a sucker for that. You guys know. If you know, you know. And you know. Okay, let's... Oh, that works out perfectly. Let's iron the fabric. Because the last thing you want is a fold in your material. Okay. Then we go. Boop. Cut that out. I love this pattern. It really is a wonderful teapot. I'm glad you like it. He's my friendly little teapot. Happy teapot. Okay, blueberries. Let's do the blueberries while I'm thinking about it. And we were going to do these. With a light blue and then dark. I don't know if it's really going to show. I'm going to have to label these for sure. Got a vacuum in here. Okay. 1 blueberry. Biggest blueberry gets the biggest center. And then you can go here. Yeah, we'll do that. Blueberry, blueberry. And I have a little bitty blueberry here. And then I think we will iron the spots on. For nothing else, we can see how they look on the wrapper. Because I would like to have the spots on. But if not, who says you got to put everything on, right? Because there are going to be plenty of people that just want to do one thing or the other. Okay. And there's plenty of little slack right here for me to get these little guys on. I don't know if these little guys are going to make it into the final pattern, because they are tiny, and a lot of people... Ooh, I almost got my fingers on that one. Man, I saw the most beautiful iron while I was at the show. And I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. Aliso irons. They're beautiful. And they have the large one is like a smart iron. So like I can have it here on the ironing table. And then after a few minutes it'll pop up. That way it doesn't burn your table. I thought it was pretty clever. They've been around for a while, but it was the first time I'd actually gotten to talk to anyone from Aliso. It's Aliso or Aliso? I think it's Aliso. And one of the owners had a birthday last day of the show, so I gotta make sure to like exit out of BattleNet so I don't get those bop. People telling me they're going to raid. Raid. Okay, there's that one. That one. Now for the butterflies. We decided on pink, lime. Should have folded that one up better. Pink, lime, and the purpley green, because it kind of has a little bit of everything. Now the trick is do we color purple, pink is that? I think I'm just gonna do them the same. I think we'll do the pink. Lime one will be the little guy, because he's really intense. Pink will be this one, and then purple will be that one. Or, I think this is the biggest one. We'll do that one as the purple. This one can be pink. I kind of want to see... Yeah, I think this purple would be a good... Yeah. Because you know me, I gotta have my contrast, right? So, the big fat one is the light, and then this one will be the dark. I like contrast, what can I say? Just ridiculous that way. Okay. 1, 2. Just a little remnant of this will be fine. I love, this is why I don't get rid of scraps, even like the little bit of ones. Because a lot of my pieces, super itty bitty, right? And it's perfect for like little wedges and stuff. You don't have to get rid of that. Like I have bags of scraps of different materials and things. Just waiting for me to kind of organize them. It's hard though, it gets a little overwhelming when there's too much in a bag. Because then like you can't open it without it going like... doing the peanut snake all over the place. And you get folded up. I'm trying to be better about organizing, guys. I'm trying. Okay. And I gotta figure out what I'm doing for that purple. I think there's a black that I can actually go pull. That's a pretty nice one. Might go do that here in a second. I want to do this purple, and then I might try and get the skull. And yeah, I can fussy cut that right into there. And then this one can be like this dark area. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Because I'm not an edgelord or anything. This really was like, it still is one of my favorite Tula Pink lines, the De La Luna. I love the Day of the Dead kind of undertone themes going on. It's just beautiful to me. Okay. Separate those two. We want to fussy you right in there. And then you can go right And how do I want to do this? Go that way. 2, 1, 2. Did we get it? Yeah. It's not as centered as I'd like it to be, but it's still gonna be good. Muy good. Bueno. So pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna have 3 little bodies to go, spots to go. Where did I put the white? I folded it and put back there. Okay. Yeah, because the white dots might work. We'll see. It's not gonna hurt to make them. Okay. This is another De La Luna set with little sugar skulls. 1, 2. Okay, and then pull you up. This is a different white than the white we're using for the background, so it'll definitely stand out. Okay, and I don't have much of this white left, so we want to keep it as close together as we can. That's one of the things with like Tulip Pink fabric, is once it's gone, it's kind of gone unless you want to pay like a lot of money for it. I love that they are coming out with kind of like a reprint option, but it's not the same. It's like it's different colors, you know. So they call them the deja vu lines. That's actually what a lot of this is. Like this is a deja vu of the Parisville line. But like, I have some original Parisville. It's very expensive and very hard to come by. And honestly, I like the Deja Vu version a little better because those are kind of the colors that I sync up with more. But you can definitely see the evolution of Tulip Pink's like colors and the poppiness and everything. Okay, let me go grab that black. Get these out of the way. Oh, show me, dear. Are you busy? Let me wiggle my way around. You know what I might do? I think I like this purple, this dark purple better for the little bodies instead of like a matte black. Because I think I can get them in between. If I can get a little closer. Hi, honey. You didn't say anything in chat. I figured you were busy. Oh, I was just hoping that you could go grab my water for me if you didn't mind. You doing okay? Tired? Did you want to go to bed? No? You being stomach? Physically tired, not mentally tired. I gotcha. Maybe we'll have to play some Diablo. Not on stream, but it's kind of a me and him time, you know what I mean? And that's important for us. Kind of just be able to recharge at the end of the day. Reconnect, you know, that kind of stuff. That's sappy stuff. Alright, here comes the fun part now. We get to cut everything out, and then we get to press it all down. Can I trade you? You can just put this on the edge of the sewing machine. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Alright, let's start with the big plate. Because then we can kind of stack up and see. Yeah, I gotta remember that this dips down underneath. Whew. Yeah, wearing my jammies was probably the wrong option to go. It's okay. I can afford to sweat off a few pounds, huh, chat? So, chat, I've been thinking. Been trying to, because there's a lot of sites that are trying to push, yeah, right around there. I think that's fine. Like virtual teaching platforms and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm the right fit for that. Might be a good way to go about it. At least it'll help with the growth. The problem is like, what am I gonna teach, right? I actually need to check in with the quilt group, the quilt guild, and see if they are gonna book me for May next year. Yeah. That doesn't look half bad. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. And I typically like cut along the outside of my line just because I like things to be a little fatter and chunkier. I know some people are gonna work smaller, which for this kind of scale it might be better. And then will you check to see if I'm coming in now? Is it green? Awesome. So we're coming through? Nice. Battery in the other wireless mic died. I'm so feminine, guys. I just, like, whip it out whenever I want. No shame. No shame. Okay. And then see, look, that ties it together because of the pink. And then we've got blueberries. And hopefully it'll be able to tell that they're blueberries. Because, you know, they're blue. I thought about putting like little candy sticks in. But I'm going to be doing a hot cocoa that has that. So I don't want to reuse it too much. Which I actually need to start designing that too. Because I have a blog that I need to write in January. I gotta have that ready to go. And that'll be a new opt-in, is a new mug rug. So right now we've got Hello Coffee as our opt-in. So if you sign up for the email, you'll get this beautiful pattern. And then that'll retire next year because it's going to be up for 2 years. And then next year we'll have a happy little penguin with a piece of hot cocoa as a new mug rug. That one might be a little bit bigger and taller because we still need to keep it simple, right? And that one will be kind of... I don't want to go Christmassy on that one because it will come out in January. Okay, there we go. That one goes on there. And let's get our polka dots. The other thing I gotta do before I get this out to my testers is number and label everything. That's gonna be fun. And I say that very sarcastically and wholeheartedly. I have to decide how I'm booking all of this. Because the problem I'm running into right now with doing prints of things is the more pages I have in a printed booklet, the more expensive it's going to be. The more expensive it is, right? And the more expensive it is, the more I have to charge for it. And I worry about marking myself out of a good price point. But I figure for a project like this, it's a lot of work. And if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna want to go all in on it. The other thing that is kind of the concern is that I'm also working with paper pieces on doing a kit of the papers. The little green butterfly. And when we get the light box out, we can, I gotta remember to get the silicone out. But then it'll be easier to just, like, each butterfly will lay out in iron one at a time. We don't have to iron everything at once, right? That can be a little overwhelming. There we go. Yeah, see how it's that contrast? I know we're really zoomed out, but it'll be more apparent when we're on the paper. The nice thing about doing this is it kind of gives me an idea of like what I want to repeat for the pattern itself. Because for the applique and the pattern, I'm not limiting myself to only these colors, right? And only these fabrics. I'll have my whole array. Okay, and then, yeah, that kind of works out a little bit. Kinda. I might take a marker and shade that a little darker. One. Alright, and then I think at the end of this one, my plan is to upload all of the streams now onto YouTube. So at the end of this, we will do a little YouTube sellouty thing. That way that people on YouTube can come follow us on Twitch. Now, it will be 24 hours from the time we stream here before I can upload to YouTube. So, just keep that in mind if you're looking for the VODs. But it'll be nice to have a place to go with the VODs that isn't going to disappear after 30 days. You know what I mean? So, that's a thing to think about. Alright. Now. Where's my silicone mat? Here you are. Okay, so we got that. Scoot that over. We got all these. Gonna mix that out of there. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Alright. So let's start. We're going to start by peeling. Yeah, we can do that. Probably do this base here and then do this butterfly because it sits in between the rim and the plate. So, in here. That. And then this sits in between like this. Okay, and now, pink butterfly. Yep. Pink butterfly. Okay, and then, I think this one is supposed to have a little more definition. It can be hard to have enough definition when you have big fat markers. There we go. Yeah, because I think that one will go like that. See if I can get some of those angles off a little more. Whoop. Yeah, just kind of gently. Try not to take too much off as we're kind of rounding the points. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And then yeah, that one will go there. That means you, my friend, come. It's hard sometimes to make sure that the okay. Make sure we round it off a little. And I plan on doing the antennae with embroidery floss. So there's that, and then we put butterfly wing there. And we gotta put the dark wing. Where are you, dark wing? Dark wing duck. Where did it go? Oh, right here. Right there. I found it. I found it. I found my tweezers the other day, and do you think I remember where they are now? Of course not. That would make my life a little bit easier. Okay, there's that. Kind of want to go there. And then you. Okay. And I'm going to press that real quick, just so it stays, so then we can fussy this on. I almost brought this over to press on the freaking light pad. Now that would have been a dumb move. Well. Well. One, two. Okay, that should be enough. Hold it. Right? Did we get a little shift? We got a little bit of a shift, but I'm not too worried about it. That's the beautiful thing about something that's handcrafted. You can change things however you want. There is no rule that says you have to do it exactly the way I do it in my instructions. Oh, you're wrong. Yeah, that's not, I don't roll like that. I don't roll like that. I think we've covered all that. Okay. And then let's just take a look real quick. I don't know if I like the polka dots. That's one way to test. Those are blueberries. And then I have to... Okay, I have another one right there. What do you think, Oshemi? You like it with the dots or without the dots? I definitely don't want that dot there, if nothing else. Because I like having the teacup there. With? Okay. I might replace this dot with this dot. Should I do both dots? I don't like that dot though, because it covers up the heart. I don't mind those. I don't mind those. You can go with that. Okay. We're gonna... I think we'll do blueberries while I have them here. Because then I can peel the blueberries off and then place them when I'm done. This little bit goes on that one, this one goes on this one. I don't know why I put blueberries on my cupcake. It just felt fancy. I could have put like a butterfly cookie or something. But I liked the blue. I can always tell when I'm having a shaky hand night. See, and like, this is what I'm talking about. These little dots here, I would not be able to do. if I needle turned. And get a little blueberry in the back. Come on! I need to have nails again. I had really long nails at the con. Should have laid this blueberry first. Mistakes were made. Blueberry. Blueberry. And other blueberry. Go right here. Blueberry. And let's press that real quick. Though I could do embroidery stitches, I suppose, for those. Two. Yeah, nice and hot. That would be one way to get around it. Just do little black French knots or something in the blueberries. I could get behind that. Alright, we'll let those cool off for a minute. We'll line up this little guy. And let's be smart about it. Let's do this one first. I don't know, Shemi, what would you mark this pattern as? Would this be an advanced pattern? I don't think it's as advanced as Tango, Lotus Tango. But I do think that it is an intermediate pattern. For sure. Let's press the butterflies here in a minute. Round off that one. I think so, but I'm not even a beginner. Well, yeah, but you've kind of seen, like, what I've designed in beginner stuff. Like, I could confidently say that this is an intermediate pattern. Get the butterflies placed. Did I clip him wrong? Oh well. I don't think he goes the other way. Yeah, no, he doesn't go that way. He just got a little clipped. His wings got clipped. Okay. Your little head is a little too pointy. Too pointy. There we go. Yeah. They're so cute. I love hiding little skulls. Because, like, you guys can see I have a little skull in there, too. And I have a little eyeball, like a seeing eye. Okay, now... Just got that one hot again, but that's okay. We can just peel the blueberries off. And we have to peel this one up just a little. So we can start putting the frostings on. And little butterfly buddy can come off here. Here, this little butterfly can come off over here. Get the frosting going. We're almost done. See, once you actually sit down and start doing it, man, it really can go fast. I love the silicone mat. Okay. So, I'm gonna kind of go like that, maybe? Yeah. And then, yeah, it sits underneath. Ash, is that the laundry or what's banging? Did I not cut that right? Feels right. Problem with it being on the top like that, or the underneath, is you're going to get a line under the white. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'll change that in the design. This is why we test things. And then we got this little white. I love that. And then we can put the blueberries right back here. Sweet. Angle that just a little more for fun. For the funsies. Man, this cupcake is so cute. I love how the colors on the white material look like sprinkles. How can you not love that? Well, people could still be doing fireworks. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, and see, that's the thing, is like that just unpeeled. Might have to press that again. Yeah, we're gonna press that again. Just real quick. You gotta be careful when you have so many layers and you're pressing in phases like this, because the last thing you want to do as you're pressing is like overheat and then ruin the hold. And let it cool. Let it cool, let it cool. And then we can put it onto our white. Let's give that a quick iron and starch again. Always gotta starch. I'm a starcher. I used to be a washer. I used to wash all my fabric before I used it. But that just gets tedious, because then I can't even remember what I washed and what I didn't wash. And then I would end up having to wash things again. Kind of like when I restarch. Okay, let's put that over here. Okay. Now. I don't think... Do we want to go this way? We can go this way. Trying to figure out the best. Kind of like that there, because then you can't tell. That the hearts are wrong. There you go. And you're not even going to see the bird. You'll see part of the wing. But there's enough there. Okay, let's press this first. Yeah. Let's press this first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta press. I shouldn't press so hard. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then we've got. We're gonna put this little butterfly right here. We're gonna kind of shift it just a little bit. And this little butterfly went to market. We'll put you right here. I think that'll be good. God, it's so cute! I love it when things come together. Yeah, right about there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everything feels really good. I think everything bonded really nice. What do you guys think? What do you think? Cute or what? Very cute. I'm very happy with that. Very happy. Let's see, we're at 9:30. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do another one? Or show me, what do you think? Do we do another one, or do we RP, or do we play Diablo? That's the question. Do another? Okay. You the bus. You the bus. Let's pin this guy up. Move everything out, clean everything up, and then we'll move on to another one. So says the mighty Ojimi. Okay. I know, I'm a goof. You can't blame me for being a goof. It's in the job requirement. Okay. That one. Okay, and then let's throw. Man, I've got so much trash. I need to get another trash bag, to be fair. Or like a little trash can. That would be cute. Okay. I'm going to have to get a couple more pins for us to pin it. Not very happy how that's buckling, but that's okay. Get it up and pinned. Keep it fresh on our mind. Just forgot about that one. I'm just like throwing material everywhere. So I really want to do some thread work on this, but like I was saying earlier, the machine's giving me a hard time. You guys can see my Christmas in July, but it's not finished. It's only partway thread sketched. And it just, not ready. Okay. I guess we can go right there with it. Go like right there. This way it's not wiggly woggling. And then I can take like a light blue or something and kind of come around to kind of give it a little shadow if I need to. So cute. Alright, got this one down. The pins over there. Let's see, what are we going for next? She said it. I'm in the boss. It's on the record. Ah, fuck. That, I'm gonna pay for that one later. That's not gonna bite me in the ass. Okay. We're gonna go across like this. I know, we're being really technical with our cuts. But I'm trying to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. Let's iron that. I think we can get 3 out. Because it needs to be on point. So 1, 2, I can't really get 3 in. Right? Because 1, then 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 3. Actually, I can't get 3. Alright, we'll do 3. Oshemi, I need to print more papers for the Yazzie bag. Do you think we can find a way to fiddle fart and get some pieces printed? Even if I like have to send you to work. I don't know. Or we could go to Staples. I guess we could do a print that way. Okay, 2, 3. Get enough in. We're kind of cutting it a little closer than the other 2. But I think we can make this work just fine. We're just not going to have as much wiggle room, that's all. It's enough room for basting, and that's the point. Usually I'll go really tight on my basting. But on these ones, I don't want to skimp. Because they're big, right? And they need the wiggle room when I thread sketch. Okay. 2, 3. Get that one in there that's a little dinked up. 2, 3. Alrighty, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We just did a cupcake. I don't really want to do a cupcake. Oh, man. I don't think I have the energy to do the spoon, the stacked cups. I do think I have the energy for one of our mugs. Because we have 2 mugs. And they're going to be... I haven't decided if I'm making them a set or if I make them really similar and then, like, these are different but have these colors the same. I'm not sure. I try not to lock myself in too deep on the color pools. Because even, like, when I design it, I don't lock in fabrics or colors or anything like that until, like, I'm actually working on it. Because things change. Like, this originally was going to be in a completely different line of fabric. And if I had done the whole quilt mock-up in that fabric, it might have thrown me off a bit on how to go about for the next color scheme or, you know, fabric pool or whatever. Because originally we were going to do the Curiouser and Curiouser line with this one. Which, you know, I have plenty of. But I just, in the end, really just fell in love with that. That was, like, inspired, right? You kind of have to be open to the universe of possibilities with that kind of stuff. And you guys can see we're kind of going heavy on the dark purple for our accent pieces, just because that makes things pop. And you know me, I'm all about that contrast. I've been designing a quilt today. The last week, really. I was inspired by something. And, man, I was putting the final touches on the design elements of, like, where things are going to go and, you know, what kind of shapes and color, not colors, but, shades. Like, where's my light? Where's my dark? You know, kind of like with bees and peonies. We kind of had the same thing going on with that one. Alright. And we would probably get a Applique maybe for the coffee. Just because that is supposed to be a different element. And I don't think I remember there... I know there's a brown in the Tula line for the Hushabye. But that's a baby line, and I don't necessarily want to get into that. Just kind of coming in and getting this started a little. Alright, there's that. I almost forgot the coffee part. Or tea. I have a tea bag in another one, and I'm probably going to do a thread, like a twine for the actual tea bag lace string thing. It's really coming together. And that. There we go. Oh. See, that was easy. This cup is super easy peasy. Okay, trash. I'm gonna get some of this out of the way first. Because the last thing I want is, like, this stuff with the fusible to kind of get stuck on a material and then I iron it. And then fuck, you know? Okay. Now, where did I just put all those papers? They're underneath. Yeah. Gotta remember which one this is. So this is the one direction. So I have this cup in 2 different ways. So that's the one we're gonna do probably Friday. Because that's a big boy. teapot, other mug. And remember that all of this is reversed, so the handle is going the wrong way, but it's meant to be that way. Let's go ahead. Do 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 do. Now, let's see. I'm doing coffee. What do I want to do? The accents on this one. Because whatever this is, I want to make sure this is the same. So we kind of have matching, and then this can be the same color if we want. What do we got? What do we got? I don't want to cut into that for that little bit. Those. I already did the teapot with the big old flower. Maybe we'll do Alice for this one. Because we got some Tabby Road we can throw in too. I think that's a little busy. Thinking. Well, we could go with pink and do the rabbits. There's this really pretty rabbit right here that we could have as the main part right here, right? And so then we can kind of play with these pinks and greens and the red. Don't have to play with the red, but... The thing you gotta remember though is like this is the background too. So it might be better to have this as its own piece and this as its own piece. That's something I can fussy that right now, actually. And then we can cut that. Okay, so this one. Remember, you want to give yourself a little bit of gap. Okay, and then this one. If we come down this way, then all of the tea is at the same level. And then I can use like a solid for that. And then use the rabbit for this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. This is why we test. This is why we test. I forgot halfway through that I'm not supposed to cut on the line. It's like, oopsies. Okay. So now we've got the rabbits here. Or we could do the flower. That would be a good way to do that. And then we got that I can use for the background. Don't want to do the teacups in the background. I want something... Do we go with gray? This gray orange? As like the swirly bits? So sometimes when you're testing for materials, it's nice to kind of do this kind of thing. Where it's like, alright, if that's the top and that's the bottom. Okay. And this is the center. Does that work? Does that itch? That might be a good itch for us. Now I gotta figure out the back of that, which we can put in. This might be pretty as the liners, because we've got this red going on and this kind of pink. Is that bold enough for us? I wonder. I want to do that one as the backdrop. We have a yellow. We have a yellow bunny. We could do yellow instead of the pink. Could also do... Let's see if I can get a good fold of it. We could also fussy this in the center, because it's the flower. It's a beautiful flower, that yellow flower. What color is the flower here? It's very red. Might do that. Kind of like this one, though. I think we're going with these vibes. And then do the yellow for the backdrop. And then let's go with a... red handle. It might be a little too bold. I don't think I like that. I like where this is going. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. What do I want for that handle? It's kind of that ruddy color. Do we go with a solid? I kind of don't want to go with a solid. I think I have a red of this particular. Sorry, I know I'm making a lot of crinkly sounds. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Crinkle, crinkle. I know I had another Queen of Hearts pattern material. Because I have this one that's this like really big pink. We've used a lot of that pink though. And I wanted to use the red Queen of Hearts. I don't remember where it is now. Oh, I have another. Could do that. That might work. It's part of the True Colors line. And it's kind of got the similar tones like this. Yeah. I think I like that. And then I don't know what I'm doing for the coffee. I don't want to go with a brown. Not a plain solid brown anyway. I don't know if I really have a color for that. Don't want to go blue, because then it's like, oh, you're drinking water. No, I'm not drinking water. I don't want to go red. So already a lot of red in. We could go orange. Man. I'm gonna go look at my True Colors real quick. BRB. I'm taking you with me on the mic though, so you're gonna hear that at least. What have I got that would make a good copy? Coffee. It'd be preferred if we had a tulip, but I don't think we have. to a brown like that. Like, I have material everywhere. It's so ridiculous. Oh, there's some of that here. See, I find fabric that I forgot I even had in places. Because I'm just a dingleberry that way. Which is good. We might go with this deep purple. Because we could go with the purple here. That actually is, that actually is liquid. Or we can go with the bats. Because I feel like this is enough contrast. I like this one a lot. Because we could even, like, get the little drink me. If there's enough room. Yeah, let's do that. I think we got that. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not 100% sure at this point. But that's the fun part of trying, right? Let's iron this one up a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Sign that little section. We can get started. So we decided this part. And I'm gonna mark on the upper side, the non-texture side, where I want to center my flower. Because that is kind of where I want the motif to be. That's a nice little handy dandy trick. Because like when I come over here, press it on, right, I'm going to be able to see that. And if I tilt it just a little bit, right? Yeah, right around there. Okay. And this. Let's mark a little bit out here. Kind of show us where that's going to be. So we can kind of fussy the rabbits or the daisy. I just do this one here. Yeah, kind of like that floral motif. Gonna wiggle our way in. Two. Yeah, like that. That'll work. And you can kind of see through the light board a little bit of the flower. It's gonna be cute. Beautiful thing about light boards. Okay, and then that one there. Right. Yeah, because this is what I was going to use for the coffee, and man, it doesn't go. Like, forget it. Blech. That one gets the boot. Alright, let's do the ripples. And then that one's gonna be dark. It's coffee. Where's the other coffee drips? Okay, there they are. Too much fabric. It's getting lost. Don't tell Oshemi I said too much fabric. He'll never get me fabric again. There you go. So these two will be, where to go? That one. Coffee is this one. Handle is that one. Yeah. Yeah. I got this. Let's see about, do we want to get, I think I could get a rabbit and a mouse into this. Yeah. Mouse and the rabbit. Little dormouse. Rabbit. Okay, and then we're gonna get teacups. Got this one. I think we got 4 teacups in that bottom piece. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of the rabbit. A little bit of the mouse. Really, it's going to be that punch of color that kind of stands out to us. But it'll be one of those things that the longer you look at it, the more you're going to find little things. I love things like that. Kind of keeps you coming back, right? Keeps your intrigue. And they're good reminders, too, if you're the one making it for yourself. Like, oh, look, I forgot I put that. Oh, isn't that cute? Ha 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 ha. This one I think would work okay for a needle turn applique, because this one has larger shapes. Yeah. What's that? Let's do our coffee real quick. Still got that dark purple in. I feel like that's going to be like a theme throughout this whole quilt, is just getting those little pops of the dark purple. And this can fit in nicely, like that and like that, in between the dodo and the drink me. Perfect. Perfect. There. Okay. I love this fabric because it reminds me of like actual glazes. I know it's supposed to be like gemstone, but it reminds me of like crystalline glazes and stuff like that. Has that flow and weave. And that one, put there. 2, 3. Then we just have to do a dark handle. And we're good on that. That's exciting. We've gotten 2 done in one night. And then these ones are going to go on the Yazzie bag. And then this one is going to go on this one. I'm not too worried because there's these red colors as well and these bright greens. I don't really have yellow, but I think it'll work. And if not, I'll make a second quilt. Not like I don't have enough to do or to make. There we go. Okay, now time to cut. Thank you again, Osh, for bringing me a liquid. Need it tonight. Let's start with the background first, so we can kind of lay things out as we go. Yeah. I hope you guys are having a really great Wednesday. I'm going to take a moment and kind of be a little sellouty while I'm kind of like decompressing for the day, you know? Is this not the right cup? Or did I cut this wrong? Oh, it's not the right cup. Well, it's a good thing I... Should be the right cup, though. Did I just cut this wrong? Because I'm a pleb? Because I didn't reverse it when I cut it? God damn it! You know, for as long as I have quilted and done stuff, you would think that I would not make such rookie mistakes. So now we gotta make a new one, cut it out, and do it again. But we can use that for the other cup now. So then we can have matchy-matchy cups. Roughly. I'm using a finer tip. Sandra, remember, you gotta come up and over. This is what happens when you get tired by the end of the night. It's been a long day. Come just right down here. Plus I'm kind of winging this particular shape. Does that mean I screwed up the rabbit as well? I think it'll still work. Yeah, it'll still work. Such rookie mistakes. Now I gotta cut a new flower. Dang it. It's alright, I've got another one right here. You up a little. Where are my other scissors? Let's see if I can save this. Because I can tell just by like the way I drew things, like, oh man, this looks rough. Alright, now let's see. Rookie mistakes. I never did my sellouty part, did I? I just had that dawn on me. Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. And then it really looks like it's kind of wrapping around. Sellouty part. Check out my YouTube. Art Quilts by Design on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram at SandraSosos. I'm on Thread. One of the two. I'm on that as SandraSosos as well. Also have the lovely Discord if you are interested. We were actually talking today about something we had talked on Monday about the amigurumis. And I linked those cute little kits. So if you're in the mood to pick up some Halloweeny, it always boggles my mind how quickly they get the holiday stuff up. Because, like, one of the fabric shops that I used to go to when I lived in Pennsylvania already are advertising their Christmas material. And I'm like, holy fuck. That is so ridiculous. Like, I have Christmas in July pattern coming out, but, like, I'm not advertising all Christmas, right? That is so pretty. Yeah, that works. Yeah. And Summer Sun, my second pattern, that one is out now. If you are interested, it is selling in stores. If your local quilt shop doesn't have it, make sure to add them on my Instagram page where my pattern is. And be like, hey, this pattern's really cool, man. Okay, and then little bunny and little mousy. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's a little different. It's that kind of gray tone. I'm just going to stick with around the... This is why you don't cut out on the line. Dingleberry. It's okay. Because the rim will make up for it. Yeah. Where is the other maybe part? Here it is. I think this one's fun. It's very different. I kind of like the grays. I think they'll be cute. I'll have to make sure to go on my pattern and separate the back from the front. Okay, and then that one goes right there. Let's get the coffee so I can put that. And then we'll take off all the thingies, line it up, iron it up, and then we'll be done. And we're right about on time. We'll end a little later because I was a little late to stream. So it all works out for our 2-hour mark, right? Yeah, I think the purple is a nice contrast. Because, I mean, yellows and purples complementary colors. So... And you know, it doesn't have to be tea or coffee. Who knows what's in this purple drink? Okay? It can be whatever I want it to be. Whatever I want. Maybe it's a vampiric life-sucking potion that will make me young and beautiful forever. God, could you imagine, like, never growing old? I don't think I'd want that, to be honest. I know a lot of us complain about getting older and, like, how it sucks. But I'm okay with aging. I say that now. I might not be so okay with it later. But I'm much happier now than I was when I was a kid. That's for sure. Kind of just trimming this down to more of a gentle curve that I want. And less choppy. Normally I'm sitting down when I do this kind of stuff. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Nice quiet night. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me on this hump day. And that's okay. I'm okay with a nice quiet chat. You know? Because, you know, sometimes I just want to hang out too. Just kind of listen, watch, do my own thing in the background, play a game, that kind of stuff. I can appreciate it. Now the question is, am I happy with this particular shade of red? Or would I have been better off going with like the ladybugs or something? Kind of like this because it's like the glaze, you know what I mean? We won't know until we actually get everything ironed down. I have to remember to make a big old X in the circle for people to cut, because some people don't know that. All sorts of things that you don't really think about when you're making like improv and art is like what you have to mark, what you have to do, what steps you have to write down for people to be able to replicate what you do. Because some of these things you've learned and they just become second nature. Whereas for everybody else, you know, it's a little more challenging. They have yet to learn Padawan. Alright. I don't know if I'm happy with that. I don't know. Let's at least get the parts that I am happy with on, and then I can kind of think about the rim pieces if I want to go with a more bold orange tone or something. That might be what we do. Okay. Let's get these up here. Because the nice thing are these two are top pieces. So we can add them later if we are not happy with them. So that is a thing. Okay, I'll handle the mug. Make sure that everything is kind of lined up there. Let's get the tea in. And see, it's got that swoosh going on, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, I want to line that up just so. That over. Right now, we put on the little bunny and the little mousey. Yeah. Definitely is different. Definitely is different. And then this is such a bold print, I can't even see underneath, but I can kind of wiggle it around like that. Honestly, I kind of hate it. I kind of hate it. Yeah, I kind of really hate it. This is like the redheaded stepchild. It had so much potential to be so cute. Not everything you do is going to be award-winning. And learning to be okay with the bad is a lesson in humility. Not everything I do is fantastic. Yeah, this is something, all right. Well, I definitely know what I don't want to do next time. So I'm not gonna iron it onto the white background. So I'll just where the I don't even know. Here we are. I'm just gonna put these on so we can just kind of set this aside as a learning moment for colors that we don't like, that I don't think would go at all now that I look at it. Oh, poop. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. We pretty much have it lined up where it needs to go. I fucking hate it. Oh boy. I'll tell you what. That's okay. That's okay. Not everything is gonna be amazing. But it definitely is a thing. You can kind of see the little mouse and the little bunny. They're very cute. But I don't think it works very well. Blech. Alright, that's alright. Let's head on over. Oh boy, I feel like I'm melting. Alright, we're gonna switch. There we go. Let's turn this off so we can remember to charge it. Oh boy, my hair is a mess. Whew, I was sweating up a storm over there. Oh yeah. Well, that brings us to our 2-hour mark, guys. I thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me and just sewing on a hump day. And like you see, like not every color pool I do is a winner, right? It's always a gamble when you're trying to go for that contrast and that pop. You never really know. So we had a win with our cupcake because the cupcake turned out amazing. It's so cute. And then we had a loss with that ugly ass cup. We'll remake it and it'll be alright. I have tons of heat and bond. I'm a little sad that I went through material, but it'll be fine. Anyway, guys, have a good one. I will see you back on Friday. We will be doing more Tipsy Tea because I gotta get all of that done and tested so I can get it out to my testers. As it going, unless I push really hard, this is not coming out till spring, which I'm not upset about. But at the same time, I'd like to have a big quilt out sooner rather than later. So, that's alright. Anyway, night guys. See you Friday. Friday fun day.